I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 million every week. I wanna be a billionaire. I ain't getting no sleep till I see $1 billion every week. I wanna be a billionaire. Billionaire. I wanna be a billionaire.
Ladies and gentlemen, how you doing? Welcome to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. I am your host, Johnny Vegas. Now today, I got a special guest on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat. This woman is an actress, a singer, a content creator who's killing it on YouTube. Just reached 50K subscribers. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Cassandra Lee.
Damn, bro, with the introduction.
I'm just saying, man. Greatness is in my presence right now.
I'm in this presence of greatness right now. What you talking about?
Likewise.
I think greatness, can see greatness.
Absolutely.
Dope, man.
Well, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm excited to be here. I know we've been trying to do this for a minute. And I'm just glad that we finally got to do it.
Yeah. Well, you've been busy. You've been killing it, man.
Crazy. Your life has been crazy. But it's also cool because, I think that before I even wanted to get interviewed, I wanted to just keep hustling and get myself at a point where I'm like, yeah, okay, now let's talk about this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hell yeah.
And so it feels good where I just hit 50K, bro.
Woo!
And that's a little drop of what I'm trying to do. So
yeah,
I'm excited, but it's still, recognizing the wins.
Yeah, you got to count the blessings, not the problems, man. And that is a great blessing to have. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, like I said, I'm at close to 3K followers. I mean, it's all good. We almost there. Yeah. But still, it's like 50K. I saw how hard it was to get to this level for me. So to get to 50K, it's like, oh man, I tip my hat off to you.
Yeah.
That's amazing, man. So again, with this show, it's about getting insider information for those looking to be in your position, So I want you to kind of share some of the grind and just basically the man hours you had to put in and the details of that got you to where you are today. But let's start from the beginning, girl. Where you from?
I'm from Jersey.
Jersey in
I'm
the building.
East Coast girl, man.
Same. I used to live in Patterson.
Okay, see, we right from the same neighborhood.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in Belleville.
Okay.
Essex County, Newark. My father grew up in Patterson.
Okay. Oh, your daddy hood.
Yeah, he's hood.
Yeah. What high school you went to?
I went to Belleville High.
Okay. I went to East Side.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
East Side Ghost.
That's crazy. Y'all was probably crossing each other's paths and didn't even realize it.
I was there from 99 to, I want to say, no, I was from 98 to 2001. When the Twin Towers fell, I was out.
Oh, wow.
Went to Florida.
Oh, damn.
Like every other Dominican.
Some Dominican stayed, bro.
Yeah,
I was one of them.
Yeah.
No, I've been there my whole life. I was born and raised in New Jersey. My mother lived in Florida, so I would go on vacation there very often. So Florida's also home. It's my second home.
Mm-hmm. What part of Florida?
She lived all over, but it was Tampa, Orlando. Mainly Tampa and Orlando.
That's crazy. I was in Tampa 11 years.
Yeah. What part? Brandon or?
Nah, Hillsborough County.
Hillsborough.
Town and country.
Okay, cool. I used to party out there, Ybor City.
Ybor City, yeah, all day.
All day. Oh my God, I got stories. And then I have family in Miami, Hollywood. Florida's second home, so it's Jersey, New York, and Florida that I grew up around mostly. So
that's what's up, man. So when you were growing up, did you remember back then what you wanted to be growing up, or was it always comedy, actress, singer?
It was always so. My first love is singing.
Okay.
I saw Selena the movie, so I saw J-Lo as Selena, and I was like, this is what I want to do. And the scene that did it for me was when she was a little girl. She's on the roof.
Okay.
And you obviously seen the movie.
Right? Yeah.
She's on the roof and her sister's like, Selena, what are you doing? And then she's like, come here. She's sits down and looking at the stars. And she pretty much, I forget the exact line, but she says that, when she's on stage, she feels everyone. She can touch everybody. Yo, I don't know. I was a little girl, but when I heard that line, I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to feel everybody. I want to touch everybody. It's like all their problems go away. And it's cool because she's looking at the stars, which I feel is foreshadowing, because that's exactly what stars do. They're one star. They're one star up there, but they're touching millions of people simultaneously. You know what I mean? And I was like, that's what I want to do. And she was doing it through singing. So I thought, let me be a singer.
Yeah.
I thought I could sing.
Okay.
I failed.
When you say you fail, why do you think you failed?
Well, failure is only if you give up, right?
Big facts.
Yeah. So I mean, maybe failing wasn't the word, but I definitely got discouraged completely. So
Why?
well, because I'm a martial artist too.
Okay.
I grew up doing the martial arts, so
Mhm.
that's like the first thing.
What form?
A Shotokan.
Okay.
Japanese style karate.
Okay.
That's the first thing I ever mastered, that I
Mhm.
ever got good at, that I ever became great at.
Mm.
So like that's like my rock. That's what taught me to be so disciplined today and just determined. But so performing and competing. So I would be a street performer doing martial arts, parades, you know, things like that. And then I would compete. And when I would compete and perform, you have to yell. And I would strain my voice. And so I was, you know, really strung on the idea of being a singer. And I told my dad, you know, I want to sing. And we performed at Newark Symphony Hall. And he was like, all right, you know, he said to the guy who was hosting the event, you know, my daughter wants to sing. Can she sing the anthem before the event? And so we performed, and then I sang. So my voice was so strenuous. It was just like I lost it. Because when I fucking perform, can I curse on here? Yeah. I perform, you know, like I give it my all in anything I do. So when I came to singing that part, oh my God, it was like, yeah, it was done. And I knew I did bad.
Yeah.
I knew I did bad because obviously my voice wasn't there. And, you know, people were just so sweet about it. But, like, I was so discouraged. I was like, I don't think I could do this. At that point, I was little.
So since that point, you haven't sung or did anything?
So then I you know, stopped. I just was like, you know, maybe singing isn't for me. I'll stick to performing. You know, people loved my karate performance. They wanted my autograph, things like that. And then, so I was like, I want to do acting. So maybe I'll act. So
and this was still in Jersey?
It's still in Jersey.
Okay.
So I started acting and you know, dancing was, you know, fun, but I never like trained for dancing, and so I was acting and I was doing karate.
Okay.
Right? And then in school, you have music. You have to do music. Right? And I was picked as one of the voices, you know, to sing for like the 8th grade graduation and all that stuff. So she would train me. So then I got good at singing one song. Okay. Because she trained me to sing that one song.
What song was that?
It's the song she created. It's not like an actual song.
I thought it was like Mary Had a Little Lamb.
Nah. Twinkle, twinkle.
Yeah, right.
Nah, so I got good at that one song. So I said, you know, maybe I could be like a, you know, a background singer or whatever. So I would, you know, sing, but I never had the balls to say I was a singer because of that one experience. Yeah. So I just would sing for fun, you know? But then it just became acting. Acting is like what I really grew to want to master and be and love. Like I always said it. Anything entertainment wise, that's what I was gonna do. And I got really good. I got really good at acting, and recently is when I decided to sing again. And now I'm training my voice, and I'm like, no, I can sing. So now I have the confidence to be like, I'm a singer. Now don't quote me though. I ain't no Whitney Houston. I'm not a Mariah Carey, so I'm not like a singer in that sense. Yeah. I'm like a vibey singer, and like, yeah, I'm a singer. That's pretty much it, you know? Yeah. So that was a long time coming. So
yeah, sometimes you gotta go through those trials and tribulations to kind of get you to where you ultimately need to be, you know? Sometimes you gotta fall back on certain dreams, you know, and then pick it back up later when you're in a better place. Right. Mentally, spiritually, body wise, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I feel better now about it, you know, and I'm like, all right, let me see where this can go.
Okay.
You know, so not that I'm trying to be like an actual singer. Just enjoying. My goal is to exhaust all of who I am. You know, so every gift God has given me, I want to exhaust it. I don't want to die and say I never even sharpened this tool. I want to see what if I was the best version of myself. The best version. What would that do to the world? Who would I impact? Who would be touched? And if I don't become the best version of myself, who is missing that impact? You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy to me. What if there are people out there that when I do create a song and when it does drop, are touched by that? But because I was so fearful and prevented myself from even trying, they never will get that impact. Right. You know, I want to exhaust all of who I am. You just never know.
Nah, I totally agree with that. And sometimes I kind of get negative feedback from myself because of me exhausting all of who I am, because there is a lot. Like when you was asking me, yo, what you do or what you get up to, I'm like, blah, 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 blah. You know. But some people tell me, yo, you should just focus on one thing and let that pop off, and that'll feed everything else. But it's like my brain don't work like that. Like if I'm not writing a song, then I could be reading a script. If I'm not reading a script, I could be, finding a new client to close a deal. If I'm not doing that,
Yeah.
I could be in the gym. If I'm not doing that, I could be filming a video, doing whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I understand what people mean. Like, yo, if you're spreading yourself so thin, it's not gonna grow to where you want it to be. Versus if you just focused on that one thing. What's your opinion on that?
I think that there's no cookie cutter way. I could sit here and tell you to do it one way, and that may not be what works for you, and vice versa. And I think that so many people have given me advice before I got to where I'm at, because I was searching, for what is the way, what is the right way. People talk about balance. People talk about don't be a jack of all trades. Some people say, yo, just don't put your eggs in one basket and, just disperse
Diversify.
it. Yeah, diversify, all that stuff. And, you just got to figure out what works for you. So I'm not going to sit here and tell you, do something different. I just know what works for me. I can share what's working for me, and then I think for everyone watching, you pick. There's no one way, right? If I say, yo, let's go to Florida. Let's say we're all in California, and I say, yo, let's go on a trip to Florida. Now we have options. We could take you could walk. You could run.
Yeah.
You could take a bike. You could take a car. You could take an airplane. You could take a train.
Yeah.
Right? But you're gonna pick what's convenient for you, what's financially beneficial for you, or what's time quality for you. You're gonna choose, but there's more than one way to get to Florida is the point.
Right.
But you're gonna pick what's best for you, and the point is you can choose whichever way. You're gonna get there.
Right.
But you'll get there.
That's
you
a
know
fact.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think that's where my mindset is on that. It's just, there's no one way.
Gotcha. Okay, that's what's up. I respect that, and I took away some things from that. So thank you, because that actually helped me a little bit. So. Basically, I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing.
Do what you do. I think you're gonna find out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean. Much. You'll find out if you'll be. Sometimes my husband calls it really well. He says something like pivoting. That's what he calls it. So you think that you doing something and it's going the way that you anticipate, but something may happen, or you may get a revelation where you're like, there might be an actual better way to do this. So you just pivot. It doesn't mean you have to change anything. You just gonna pivot. You're gonna tweak something.
Yeah, because the destination is still the same.
Destination is still the same. You know what I mean? So I could be on a bike on my way to Florida, and then I realize, oh shit, renting a car is actually not that expensive. Or I could probably hitchhike, and somebody's willing to take me if I chip in for gas, right? So you could just pivot.
I wouldn't suggest hitchhiking, but I feel what you're saying.
Be safe.
Yeah, be safe out there in the streets. Nah, that's what it is. Well, I appreciate that, man. Yeah. So what got you to California? When did you decide, like, yo, I need to take this to the next level, and California is the place to do it?
Word. Okay, so I remember one time I was writing my journal, and I was like, California. I would do this exercise where, what would the ideal life, like an ideal day in the life of Cassandra Lee look like? And I did this in 2014.
This is like a vision board.
2013, kind of. In 2013, 2014, I did this, and I wrote it in my book. And I had never even thought about California prior to this. I never even, you hear of it, but like it wasn't at all something I thought I needed to do or was even capable of doing. It just wasn't in my radar. Yeah. But some reason, I wrote it. For some reason. I don't even know why. I just wrote it. And never looked at it again. Okay. Never looked at it again. Years go by, and I get this job as a host for a dance competition. Okay. So I start traveling every freaking week. It was not the best experience. Okay. Great company. Yeah. Not the best experience for me, but nonetheless an experience that I needed. And we ended up going to San Diego, and I was just like, I want to live here. Not realizing that San Diego and LA are two completely different things, though.
No, so 2 hours away from each other.
Yeah. But that was my first introduction to California, and I was like, yo, I want to live here. Came back, told my husband, I want to move here. And we were moving at the time to a different apartment. And I found that notebook. And I was like, oh my God, I want to live there. Like, I said it, and now I've seen it. I'm going to put this intention out there. About a year after that, I got signed to an agency out here. Okay. And just things were kind of lining up where I had nothing else to hold on. My lease was up. We had nothing else left to hold on to over there. So I was like, let's do this. So we said Happy New Year in 2016. On January 2nd, we left. And we just drove straight. Never been to LA. Just drove straight to LA.
How long it took you?
3 days.
It took me and my girl 5 days.
Yeah,
We stopped in 2 hotels and slept.
Yeah, we should have done that. We was broke. We slept in the car.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
We were so broke. I remember we packed peanut butter and jelly sandwiches in a little bread bag, and that's all we ate. And we drove, and we made it. And I know on Facebook I had a cousin who lived in LA, and I hadn't seen him since I was in 3rd grade.
Right.
So I was like, "Hey, we're cousins. You know, I haven't seen you, but I'm moving to LA."
Yeah.
And he was the sweetest man, and like we're both each other's only family out here. So like we've gotten so close. He became like a brother to me.
That's what's up.
And he helped us out the first few months, but my pride was in the way. I didn't want to ask for help, so we had unnecessary struggles that, although may have been necessary for me to build the tough skin that I have today, but we ended up being like homeless and.
It be like that sometimes, man.
Some
like,
crazy shit.
Well, before we continue with the crazy shit, I want to touch on that part as far as asking for help, because I'm the same way. Like, I hate asking people for stuff. And it's just, I don't know, man, what's in me that got me like that. Like, even like with my real father, like, you know, my mom, because they split up when I was young, but he still, like, you know, says what's up on Facebook, stuff like that. But anyway, my mom's always be like, if I wanted something, she'd be like, well, ask him. And I just never wanted anything from him, you know what I'm saying? And I grew up like that. Like, I just kind of fend for myself and just kind of do it on my own and see. But a lot of people sometimes tell me, well, you probably could get so much further ahead if you ask for help, because you don't know what means somebody got to get you where you ultimately wanted to be, and you could be wasting time. So what's your take on that?
You know, it was 2 things for me. So one, I just wanted to know, like, if somebody did it, why can't I just do it? Why do I need help? Like, did that person get help too? Like, what do they know that I don't know about life that they're able to just save money, or just something simple like that, like have an apartment? At that point in my life, I was so broke. I didn't understand why it was so hard. Like, is there something wrong with me? You know, I was just kind of like unsure, like, why don't I get life yet? So I wanted to just know for me that I could do it without help. Which is stubborn, right? I don't think that that's the best advice. But sometimes you just need to go through it. And I think the second part to that was I didn't believe I was worthy enough or capable enough of help, because I felt I didn't know I could pay them back, right? So I was dealing with a conflict within me of asking for help. And let's say help was given. Do I really have what it takes to pay that person back? You know? And I didn't know. I didn't know. Now, where I'm at now in my life, if I were to lose everything now, I'm asking for help. Because now I know for a fact that I am capable of getting it all back. So whatever help I get, I know I can return it.
Yeah.
I know I can return it. I didn't have that no factor before. You know, I was I doubted myself so much. And so sometimes it may just be an insecurity thing, not even a pride thing. And so I think we just say it's pride, but it actually might be that we're insecure so much in ourselves that we're not even sure if we can even pay that person back. You know?
I get that.
And I had done that in the past. Prior to moving to LA, I did ask for help a lot. And I couldn't afford to pay anybody back. I couldn't afford it. You know, I'm still trying to pay everyone back. But I know now I can, you know, so now I'm not so afraid. But before, I think that because I never paid anyone back in the past, I didn't want to do it again. I didn't want to use people. I felt like I was using them. And then I was like, I don't even know if I'm good enough to help somebody, like, pay them back. That shit was scary to me.
I bet.
You know?
Hell yeah.
I didn't want to be a leech.
Big facts. I'm telling you. That's one thing you don't want to be looked at as, you know what I'm saying? I get that. So when you got to LA, you know what I'm saying? How difficult was it to really get your start in entertainment? Because I'm sure you had to find the apartment, you had to really research, you know, how much money you had to have to even obtain whatever you needed to do to survive. So tell me about that.
Yo, LA, what a journey. Dumb. Okay. So, I mean, we were in the mentality of doing whatever it takes. So I'm going to tell you what I did and what I would have done differently.
Mm-hmm.
So what I did was not ask for help. And I thought a job was going to get in the way of my ultimate goal, which is, pursuing entertainment. And I thought it was going to take away from that. I thought it was going to be a distraction.
Mm.
So I committed, me and my husband committed, we weren't going to have a job. And so we were living in a public storage. And like literally in the storage. We put a bed inside the storage. We were sleeping out of there and just showering out of the gym. And it got to the point we couldn't even afford that. It was so bad. One night we couldn't afford it and they locked us out of it. They put an extra lock on our storage so we couldn't even sleep in it. And we slept on the floor of that storage and it was cold.
I bet.
It was cold that night. And he was getting sick. And so he caught a fever and then I caught pink eye.
Ah, man.
All at once. And I remember sleeping on the floor. I woke up to a cockroach. If you know me, I hate bugs.
Yeah.
Oh, I hate bugs. I saw a cockroach. I couldn't sleep. I stayed up for the rest of the night. We woke up the next morning. I tried to break that lock. Couldn't. We needed somewhere to sleep. Like, I was done. Like, he was sick. And I started getting pink eye. And we had a friend who worked in the neighborhood who he had, like, a bed in someone's attic, in someone's garage.
Right.
He let us sleep there. He fed us.
Okay.
It was the sweetest thing. That was the moment that everything changed. I was like, I can't do this no more. Like, I refuse to be homeless. My story is really long, so I'm not going to go into everything, but something switched. You know, we have an online business. We just said, let's fucking do this. We did. We found an apartment. We did whatever it took. Obviously legally, got the apartment, but it was hard. It was a struggle because at this point now, I met a few people and they told me how you make money in LA. Everything, all the resources, from audience work to, doing like just background to just doing, ambassador gigs, all this stuff, all the things you need. So boom, we did that. But then it became where every month, we didn't know how we was going to make the money because you had to book stuff. You had to just position yourself. So every day we had a goal. We got to make X amount of dollars to be able to stay in this apartment. And a few months we would get backed up. But every day that's what we did. And we had to, it was like hunting. It was like, where are we going to get our money today? And we did that for a minute. That taught me to fucking go for it, right? What would I have done differently? I would have gotten a job. Because now I actually have a job. I had a full-time job. I just went part-time because now things are going really well.
Okay.
But I had a full-time job. I got a full-time job in February. February, bro. I've been out here since 2016. I didn't have a job for all those years. I just got a full-time job, and I went so much faster.
Why didn't you do that when you first got here, or at least plan to do that?
I thought it was going to be a distraction. I thought it was going to take me away from I didn't want to have to make money to survive, and then because I'm surviving, I'm no longer, fulfilling my dream. But, what I learned when I got the full-time job, I started making money. I didn't have to think about surviving. Now I could think about creating. It freed me up. Yeah. My mind was no longer on how am I going to make money today. It was like, I'm already making money today. How can I create today? So my mentality switched. Here's the trick, though, is that some people get comfortable in paying their rent, that they no longer have the energy to then fulfill the dream. Right. So if you are going to get a job, you got to tell yourself, when you are not working and you're at home, you got to fucking build your dream. Right. And that's the difference, though, because everyone...
job is temporary.
Job is temporary, but some people get comfortable. Right. I'm not getting comfortable. I got the job for a reason. This was going to be my investor. It was funding my dream. That's what I looked at it as. So when I was no longer on the clock, I was on the clock for my dream. Yeah. And that takes a lot of discipline because you can work a whole full 9 to 5, whatever, get home and feel exhausted, but you can't let that exhaustion kick your ass. Right. You got to kick its ass and fucking keep building. So I was working a full-time job, and then every day I would come home figuring out how I was going to create content, how I was going to do this, how I was going to edit, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't sleeping. I was sleeping. I was taking care of myself. But I was going in. Yeah. To the point where now I'm part-time. Right. I'm about to kick kick it out the, I don't need it no more.
Yeah,
I'm about to let go of it completely. But from February till now, if I didn't have this job, I probably would still be trying to figure out how I was gonna do this whole YouTube thing.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like it took so much of a burden off of me. I'm so grateful for that job. So grateful.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
what I mean. But you got to know you. If you know you can't handle having a job and building a dream, then maybe just stick
pick
to
one.
The side hustles or something.
Yeah.
But if you think that you could handle a 9 to 5, and then after that hits, you're working for you. If you can handle that, then go for it.
Oh yeah.
That's what I did.
So tell me about this online business. You got the YouTube. Is this just the YouTube or there's more?
There's more.
Okay.
I mean, there's stuff going. I mean, like me, Cassandra Lee was really being successful for me is my YouTube channel. Facebook, it just got hacked, assholes.
Ah man, I'm sorry.
But I'm working on it. I think I'm gonna start a new page if they don't get back to me. But it just got.
When you say get hacked, like what happened?
Somebody hacked it and then either did something and it went against Facebook's policies and they disabled my account. And I was making money on Facebook. So I was supposed to receive my first check this month. And
this is after you hit 10K followers on the Facebook page.
I was at 20-something K on Facebook. So I may have to start it all over, which is okay.
Yeah, but you got to contact them ASAP.
I know, I have. I'm contacting them every day. So anyway, YouTube, it was Facebook, and Instagram, which I feel has a monetization feature that will be dropping soon. And then I have my channel with my husband and girlfriend. We have a polyamorous relationship. So we have that channel that just got monetized, and then
okay.
And then we have the online business.
That's what's up.
And then my singing career. Yeah.
Okay. So all that is generating income for you.
Yeah, singing's not generating income yet. I haven't even put anything out. I'm just creating stuff, and then I'm gonna start putting things out there. But yeah.
Gotcha. No, that's dope. Okay. So now you got all these subscribers. Like you just said, you hit 20 on Facebook, you hit 50 on YouTube. Now explain that grind, because I don't think people get how hard that is. Like you could tell people, I tell people to subscribe, subscribe. And I ain't at 50 yet. So what was the grind behind that and your strategic planning that got you to this point, and as far as followers are concerned?
Ah man, yo.
Like what methods do you use?
Collaboration. Collaborate. I got in this. I started doing YouTube when I first got here. I started a crew, and we were creating content and doing our thing, but no one wanted it as bad as I did. It felt like, I don't want to disrespect anybody. It felt like that. I had deadlines for certain people. I didn't want it to be my thing. I tried to get everyone on board with, this is our crew. And so we all got to put content. But if we're going to put content, we should put it on by a certain time. Because in order for YouTube to see that you are worth pushing, they have to see that you're consistent, right? They got to see that you're posting consistently. So in my head, I said, we got to have a deadline. If everyone's going to be in the crew, you should put content. You should put ideas in here and have it done by a certain day so we can all get this done. And I think that at a certain point, people just got lazy with it. Life gets in the way. And at that point, I was just like, I can't be the mom. I can't be trying to get everyone to put the content in. So I dropped it. So let me focus on me. I stopped doing YouTube for a little bit. And I was doing all side hustles. But one side hustle introduced me to Big Jaw to the max.
Okay.
Y'all know, because a lot of my followers know me from him. And we met each other, and we were at a show at Revolt Studios, and he was like, yo, you dope, I want to put you in something. I was like, yo, take my info. And we just kept in contact through Instagram. Still never put me in anything. He finally put me into something like months later, almost like half a year later.
Okay.
And it went well. It did good. And then he put me in the Lesbian Homie series. And it did really good. Millions.
Oh, wow.
And then people, every time I was filming with him, there was other dudes in the room who were holding the camera or whatever, who were also YouTubers that I didn't know of. And then they started putting me in their stuff. So I said, this is great. Like, my following is going up, and I'm just in people's videos.
Right.
So that's where it was at first. And then I got a phone call from one of my YouTuber friends. And he goes, you have legit fans. And I was like, okay. He's like, no, seriously, like, if I don't put a video with you in it, like people get mad. Like people, like you have legit fans. He's like, you need to take advantage of this. And I was like, well, I know I want to start my channel again. I just don't know what I want to do. If you look back at my old videos, I was all over the place with my channel.
Okay.
I was doing beauty reviews. I was doing like makeup.
You just throwing shit on the wall, see if it sticks.
Exactly. I was trying everything. Do that. Try everything. Just try it. You know, I try it, but definitely stick to one thing when it comes to like what your message. What do you want to be known for? You know, and so once he said I have fans and to do it, and I was just like, well, I don't know what I want to put out there yet. Like, do I want to do just comedy? I want to act, drama, like action. I didn't want to do comedy, but comedy's working.
Yeah.
So.
And the destination's still the same.
Destination's still the same. It's still going to be drama. It's still going to be action. But guess what? Now I know I can do comedy and I'm going to throw it in there. Destination's still the same. So I pivoted. I said, all right, I'm going to stop being stubborn. If I got fans and they're enjoying my comedy, I'm going to start putting comedy. So he told me, take every video that I'm in. And at this point, I was in so many people's YouTube channels. He said, take every video and repost them on your channel every 3 days. Schedule them out. YouTube's going to see you're consistent. They're going to start pushing you out there. And you already got the fans. So if you start telling your fans, come here and subscribe, then you're gonna do it. Yo, I did that. A month later, I was making money on it. Wow. Yeah, not even a month later. Like I hit it so fast. I think half a month. Like I think 2-3 weeks, I was already monetized. And because I listened to his advice, and I wasn't being stubborn. So then I was like, shit. Reposting videos isn't gonna work for the longevity of it. Yeah, it got me on the grind. It got me on YouTube. But longevity-wise, this isn't going to work. Nobody's going to want to watch or rewatch content that they've already seen on somebody else's channel. Why subscribe to them?
Right.
If I want more subscribers. So I was like, I got to start creating my own shit. So I did. And now I'm a silly actor, like silly comedian. I do a lot of silly comedy. Dumb, like stupid dumb, you know? And I think it's funny, but it's not relatable. And I noticed, it would get views, but for me to go viral, per se, it needs to be a relatable piece of content. So I was like, all right, how can I be relatable and still silly? Right. So I pivoted again. Started changing storylines. I started doing my own personal stories a little bit. Just now I started doing that. Yeah. And then I started seeing another level of growth. You know, and then when I saw that level of growth, I said, okay, how can I show versatility now? So how can I do relatable storylines? Be silly, because that's the kind of silly I like to do. But how can I show my range of an actor? So if there are decision makers watching my channel, they can go, oh, she's just not a YouTuber. If I give her a serious role, she can hang, right? So now I'm starting to create content that really showcases range. I'm taking risks. Yeah. I did a video in a British accent. Oh, wow. You know, and it got hate and it got love. And I'm just like...
But it got eyeballs.
But it got eyeballs, you know what I'm saying? Because I just wanted to throw something at it. You know, I want to show range. I want to show that I can play different types of characters. So now I'm just grinding. So then I went part-time, blah, blah. Now I'm just grinding. So now this is where my life is now. I just go, what ideas do I have? How can I create them into a funny story? Who can I put in it? Then I got to edit it, and then I got to post it. I literally have 20 different ideas I'm currently working on. Yeah. You know, and it's like, you know, hard. It's fucking hard. You know, because I gotta post every 3 days is my goal. And then now it's a business. Now I'm not just putting videos out there. Now it's a business. So now I'm like, now I got monetary goals, financial goals that I need to hit. So then it becomes strategy. Yeah. But then how do you stay true to the comedy and the strategy? There's just a lot, you know. It's a lot you got to think of.
You got to constantly stay on creative mode.
Yeah, and then reinvent yourself so people still find you, you know, as a channel where they feel like they can go to and get their, you know, joy from. Yeah. You know, so it's a lot, but it's good, you know.
So what's that strategy? You know what I mean? You collabing and you posting every 3 days, but to keep it fresh in people's mind, because there's people doing the same thing you're doing and more. So how do you plan to stay ahead of the curve? I mean, you're doing well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But now, how do you plan to get to 100K?
Oh man, yo, that's the trick right there.
Yeah.
50K is great, but I ain't stopping, bro.
Yeah.
You know, 100K is the next level. So I have different goals. So my next goal is obviously 100K.
Mm-hmm.
Video wise, I wanna have a video that does 500,000. So I have one that's at 460.
Mm-hmm.
So I have 40 more thousand views. I'm gonna have my first video that's at 500,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's my next goal,
Mm-hmm.
view wise. Monetary wise, I'm trying to do better than my last 2 months.
Okay.
And this month I beat that.
Okay.
So now I already broke a record this month, and the month's not over. So now next month I'm gonna see how I end this month. That'll be a whole other goal. So the strategy behind that, man, is still the same. It's just a little bit different. So it's still collaborating, right? You can't get nowhere without collaboration, y'all. You want to go fast, go alone. You want to go far, go with others, right? That's literally
bars.
That's literally what it's at.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm always thinking about who can I put in my videos. I don't like to think solely on business, because there are people who don't have the numbers but are talented. So talent does speak louder to me, but I am a business too. And so they have to go cohesively together. So I am in the business of also helping people. So I know there's some people who want to get in this industry that I'm close with, that do have the talent. So I'm letting them use my platform as a stepping stool to get exposure. So they're able to do that. So every once in a while I'll do a video with somebody who doesn't have the numbers but is talented. And every once in a while I'll do somebody who has talent and numbers.
Right.
Because numbers help each other. We help each other grow.
Right.
You know, and I want to tap into other audiences. So collaborating, meeting people, you meet other YouTubers and you're like, okay, cool, this is a whole audience I'm not introduced to yet. If I do a video with this person, I'm going to be exposed to a whole other audience, you know, and therefore my following is going to keep it growing, right? So it's a lot of that, you know, picking and choosing, you know, how you're going to expand your reach.
Yeah.
And then it's also a game of, am I interesting enough? Because there are people who are in this game and probably been in the game longer. And if their page isn't interesting enough, yeah, you're getting the exposure. People are coming and they're checking out your Instagram, checking out your YouTube. Pero si tú no tienes nada, they're not going to fucking subscribe.
Not at all.
If you're not interesting, they're not going to subscribe, you know, or follow you. And so it's like, okay, how can I reinvent myself again?
Yeah.
You know, so then it's thinking about what are I got some shit that's about to drop. It's so relatable.
Can't wait to see it.
And it's crazy because some of the things that I think of that I think is going to be hilarious and do well, it doesn't. It's until it's relatable. And I'll be like, this is relatable, but I don't think it's that funny. Yeah. And it does well.
Yeah.
And I'm like, relatability is everything. It's everything. If people can relate, they like you. And if they like you, they're going to love you. And if they love you, they feel like they know you. And if they feel like they know you, they want to be around you all the time.
Right.
And it's to the point now, every week I'm getting stopped, you know, by a fan. Every week. I don't go 1 week without somebody recognizing me. And that's a beautiful thing. And I love when you guys do that, because they always tell me, yo, keep doing it.
Right.
That I make their day, and that means a lot. Because the only reason why I started doing this stuff is because I love people. I love people so much that I want to get to know them. How do I get to know them? I have to become them. So I create characters. I want to become people, relatable people. I love people so much, man. I really do. So it means a lot when people say that I'm making their day. Yeah. I'm making their day. I have people who are in the army, you know, in war, on the field. They hit me up and they tell me, yo, on hard days, me and my crew watch you. What?
That's crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That's wild. They out there serving for our freedom.
Right.
And when they're having a down day, I'm putting a smile on their face.
That's hard, man.
Yo, that's a beautiful thing. I'm in my purpose. That's what I'm being told. I'm in my purpose.
You are.
You know, and I love people so much. All I want to do is spread love. Spread love through every gift I have.
Fucking hearing that shit, yo.
Come on, life is hard.
Yeah.
Life is hard. And the world isn't always sunshine. But that's changing the world right there.
Yeah.
If I'm putting a smile on someone's face, if I'm impacting joy, imparting love in one way or another from one gift. Now imagine all the people that don't even know me yet.
Oh man, they will soon.
So the people who are going to learn about me through music or learn about me through whatever. That's change right there, yo.
So when the album dropping, because you dropping all these bars right now, B. So when the album dropping?
Yo, I'm dropping an EP soon, man. An EP soon. I got like 2 songs recorded. I might re-record them though, because my voice has gotten a lot better since.
All right. You need your boy on the feature too.
Okay, all right.
I don't know if you ever heard me, but
nah,
you need
I
to
gotta
get
check
it.
Dude, I got this song coming out, bro. I already chose what my single is. I gotta record that. I'll be recording it in a week. It's a reggae vibe.
Okay.
I sing R&B and like reggae vibes. So this song is fire.
Okay.
So my goal, December.
Okay.
Well, January. Have it done by December. I'm gonna drop it in the new year. So Cassandra Lee is gonna be reinvented again with some music in the new year. So I'm excited about that.
That's what's up, man. Well, you seem happy, and when you say you're living in your purpose, that spoke to me when you said it. It's like, wow, like I just by the impact you're making on people that you don't even know, that's not even in the same city you at. It's like, it's amazing, you know. And I wish you much success. I want you to keep going hard, keep doing your thing. I see you out here, and I'm very proud of you. You're Dominican, repping it like me.
¿Qué lo que te pasa?
Ya tú sabes, you know what I mean? We out here.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, I'm happy for you, and just keep going hard, man. Yeah. God's gonna see you the rest of the way. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate that, man, and likewise, keep doing your thing, bro.
Right. I remember you told me one time. I'll never forget it. Like, I think we seen each other at like a background. We was doing an audience, and you was like, "Yo, you said something along the lines like, yo, you got the spirit for this, or you got the personality for this." When I first started doing the interview stuff, and you was on my page, and you told me this, and I was like, "Damn, that's what's up." And that right there, like, it may have not been anything to you because you was just saying it, but it motivated me. Good. You know what I'm saying? And that shit, I mean, you see what it is, man. Good, we getting close to episode 100.
Hey,
you know what I'm saying? Good. So we out here, man.
That's good, man. That's for everybody out there too. Like, I'm always about making somebody feel different than when they first met me. So I'm glad that imparted in you, and whatever dreams you guys got, go for it. Don't let nobody tell you no. Don't let nobody tell you no, man. That was my biggest lesson I learned last year. That was the biggest lesson I learned last year. I came out poly. Yeah, you knew this, right?
Yeah, tell me more.
Oh, me, my husband, and my girlfriend.
Oh yeah. You mentioned it. You went past it really fast during a story you was just telling me. I didn't want to touch on it because I didn't know how much you was wanting to share, but continue.
I came out last year, bro, on Instagram. And I told everybody, like, me and my husband.
But you always knew. You was,
I didn't always know.
No, that you was
bisexual. No, I didn't always know that. I didn't always know that. That I recently learned in 2016.
Okay.
But nobody had known. No one knew. My family didn't know. Nothing. Yada yada yada. So to them, it seemed like out of nowhere, we have this girlfriend, And anyway, so I had so much backlash from family, so much, and then I put it on Instagram, and some people unfollowed me, and some people said more power to me. But we launched our own YouTube channel and talking about it because obviously people have mad questions, So we have a channel where we just talk about our relationship. But doing that changed my life. I was terrified to go public with that relationship. But it made me just go, like, fuck it. I've been living my life for so long based on what people thought of me. And this was the first time I did something not caring if people liked me or not, if they agreed or not, and so many more lives were changed from it. So, like, imagine if I just kept living off of what people thought, like, whatever they expected me to be or however they perceived me to be.
You wouldn't have been happy.
I wouldn't have been happy, but all these other people would have never, like, gotten their life changed. That channel changes so many lives. So it's like, don't let nobody tell you no. Don't let anybody tell you you are wrong, you are this, you are that. You know you for you. Obviously, there's a fine line to this, but don't twist my words,
No,
like,
you saying it.
No, even like them, but like just like literally, if you know what you want, go for it, bro. Go for it. Live for you. There are people out there who need to hear your truth, who need to see what you are capable of, and if you continue living for other people, they ain't never gonna see it. And those are lives that need to be changed, need to be impacted, y'all. Just let go of your own agenda and just go for it, man.
Let go and let God.
Let go and let God. God is good, man.
God is great. Amen. All the time.
All the time.
Yeah. No, that's dope, man. I mean, so when you how's your I'm sure your husband is cool with, I guess, the relationship. I mean, he's in it with you guys, and you lucky motherfucker.
We both lucky. We all lucky. We all pretty lucky. We so lucky. We get two people to love.
Nah, that's and that's what it boils down to. You know, you love as long as y'all love each other and y'all living in your truth. I mean, can't nobody tell you anything. You know, so keep on keeping on. You know what I'm saying? Let the people know where they can follow you, where they can subscribe more, where to look out for the album and all that, man. Let them know.
Yo, follow me, the Cassandra Lee on Instagram. That's the _Cassandra with a K, 2 S's _Lee. My channel, Cassandra Lee on YouTube. You'll see the trifecta if you want to learn about our polyamorous relationship. Trifecta Love, the Trifecta Love on Instagram. We got a YouTube channel. And anywhere you follow me on Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, you're going to learn about our EP dropping in January. Yeah, man, we rocking it.
There you go. Well,
subscribe to this dude's channel right here.
We out here.
Sleep is for Billionaires. If you watching this, I don't know why you still watching this. You better hit that subscribe button. You dig? Hit that subscribe button.
Get your merch today. We got the shirts in all different colors. We got hoodies. We got sweaters. We got Christmas sweaters. We got socks. We got it all. Mouse pads, shower curtains, all of the good stuff. Stay tuned for more episodes to come. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Sleep is for Billionaires, the podcast. Johnny Vegas, Cassandra Lee, and we out.
We out.